In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
All right.
You just take 3 weeks off, come back here, fucking popping bottles like you own the place.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something like that.
Thanks a lot. Oh, shit. What's up, everybody? It's Mikey, Jazz, John, and Scott. We are back together again for the Freedom Friends podcast. Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Get yourself that sweet 15% off. owellness.us. Go over there. Use that code FreedomFriends25. Get you 25% off over there. And Icy Tech coolers for those who get it. Go to icytech.com. Use the code FreedomFriends10. Get you 10% off. And then check out our affiliate link with grillyourassoff.com/freedomfriendspodcast. What the fuck is up with this thing, man?
That's why you put them in a humidor.
Yeah.
God damn, dude, would you microwave that thing?
I was sitting here.
Since last week.
Since last week, yeah. I think it's the one you brought me last week.
Yeah.
Either this Jameson tastes funny or my COVID finally just wore all the way off.
like just now.
No, that's Jameson.
It's Black Barrel.
Yeah.
Tastes like Teddy Grahams.
No, but that's awesome.
I didn't say it was bad. I just said it tasted different.
Cinnamon
The
ones,
brown,
right?
the brown ones or the black ones?
Yeah.
Sir.
I was gonna say I would say cinnamon or chocolate because I'm not, back in my day when they sat in the back. It's not one of those.
I don't know what kind of Teddy Grahams you're eating.
I'm not white. I'm white. I'm not white.
White vanilla.
Yeah. No, there's a difference between I'm a white guy and I'm a white guy. Like, there's a difference. We all know it.
Well, in the Teddy Graham world, I'm vanilla. Like that's how they say it.
Yes.
They're
I'm
kind
more
of
like-
they're people, so they're colors.
I'm so white I'm Dunkaroo.
You're just the powder in the fun dip. That's how white you are.
So sugar. It's just sugar. That's all it is, right? It's just like confectionery sugar, right?
It's straight up just.
It's
It's not
sugar
even
with a sugar
confectionery
stick.
sugar. That
Granulated
shit's just
sugar.
sugar.
Sugar that you put on a stick
Made of sugar.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's sugar with more sugar.
Dude.
And food dye.
That's like pixie sticks. You can't tell me that wasn't grooming an entire generation for how to ingest powder through a straw.
Yeah.
Like that was.
Remember when they made the big boulder ones
Yeah,
too?
and they were like-
It's like, I don't have a problem.
They were like, hey, if you take this straw and ingest this powder, you're going to have energy for the next 15 minutes with a hard crash.
Yeah.
And then everybody got older and was like,
I use my nose now, not my
damn.
mouth.
yeah.
just
Mm.
it's quality.
So what'd you guys do this weekend?
I give cocaine to children.
Powders. I did dishes.
I literally, I spent like 7 hours a day on my motorcycle.
That's my job now is dishes.
Just
I just do dishes. That's what I did.
You make a cute mate.
telling you. I'm thinking about,
It's the calves.
facts.
Do you have like an apron and you wear like nothing else underneath it?
I'm waiting for Haley to make a certain dollar amount and then that'll happen.
Okay.
But I have an amount in my head that I have yet to tell her.
You and
Yeah.
me both.
And she hates the fact that I won't tell her because I'm not going to tell her.
Just one morning you're going to be cooking breakfast naked
No,
with an apron.
there's going to be signs.
Yeah, and she's going to be like, fuck.
Yeah, she's going to get a raise and be all excited about her promotion or whatever. And I'm going to show up looking like, Jude Cleaver.
I've told my wife the exact same thing.
Right?
And I was like, look, now you're working for all these like $1 billion companies doing this project management shit and whatever. Like, soon as that payday hits the right point, I was like, don't be shocked when all of a sudden I shut my business down and I just never leave the house again.
Yeah.
I'll just be like,
There is a number in my head and it's attainable. It's not even that outrageous.
She's on track. She's on track where in the next couple of years, I'm going to be like,
Same, dude. There will be signs.
My wife had that number in her head too at one time.
Yeah.
I think I hit it.
Congrats.
No, she's been busting her ass on this house.
You two ever split, man? I'm gonna invoke that fucking new Supreme Court thing and fucking ask you to marry me. Just say fuck it, man.
What's that? What is that?
Gays getting married.
That's
What?
new?
Well,
How is that
newish?
new?
Yeah.
Newish. Newish. What is it?
As of when? 15 years ago?
No, it hasn't been that long, has it?
Yeah,
Has it been that
yeah.
long? Has it been that long? I thought it was like
Dude, there's been whole new flavors of Mountain Dew that have come and gone since that shit happened.
that's not saying much, man. That shit happens yearly.
Fucking
when did the gays get allowed?
wow.
That it has.
Hey, I'm a proponent for it, man. I'm all about it.
It's mind blowing.
I'm all about the gays getting married.
I am not on the show of my own free will and accord.
You gotta remember, man.
We're being kidnapped.
In Massachusetts, we were the first ones to do
How was
that.
Arizona?
In 2004 was Massachusetts, and then all
Yeah.
50 states was in 2015.
2015. See, it wasn't that long ago. 8 years ago.
Yeah, you. It's like not that long
that
ago.
long ago, that was shit.
It was like 8 years ago. Well, that one. Trying to say I'm going to propose. God damn.
And I don't even think that the Supreme Court made it legal. I think they made it to where it was protected, where you couldn't like the outside world can't like hold a
Affected.
grudge or affect or not like render services and
Right.
shit because of your.
I think you could always do it. You just didn't
Yeah.
get the tax benefits.
Well, it was like because you could do domestic partnerships and common law stuff with it before.
But you couldn't get the tax benefits.
Correct.
I think that was like the big.
No, I think the tax thing is even earlier than that. I think this literally made it to where it was like an anti-discrimination law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that what it was?
I don't know.
I thought it was just like they're allowed
I
to
think
get married now.
15 was because they made it legal way before that.
Well, there's a number of on the state level, like Massachusetts, it was a long time ago. Like we were the first ones. But
No, so in June of 2015, the Supreme Court ruled in the landmark civil rights case Obergefell versus Hodges that the fundamental right of same-sex couples to marry on the same terms and conditions as opposite-sex couples. Yeah.
you know what
Congrats.
You know what the big thing I was like, well, and taxes is one thing, sure, but the thing that I was a proponent of this for,
Mine was the health side.
well, like end of life.
Yeah, like you couldn't
Like this is a person that you love the most, and you can't go in there when they're dying
because you're not the spouse.
because your spousal fucking title isn't recognized.
They
Go
also
fuck
didn't.
yourself.
They also didn't have the right to like sign for DNRs
Yeah.
and all that kind
like
of stuff.
that's fucked up.
My
man.
thing was the health thing. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't like essentially by default be the one that was making the decisions for your partner.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get a tax break together.
which is fucking dog shit. So, anyways,
But my argument against that has always against the whole when it was not legal. It's never really been illegal. It was just never fully supported or whatever.
Recognized.
Is you tell me how the fuck their marriage somehow invalidates
your marriage.
your marriage. Like I don't understand why you were so. It makes me think that you're not super secure about yours.
That's one less dude that's going to try to bang your old lady, man. You should be
It's actually-
shaking that guy's hands.
It's actually two.
It's one less.
Two less dudes that are going to try to bang your old lady.
Two less dudes that are going to try not to bang you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they're
If
in a
you-
fucking committed relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I'm right
That's
there with you.
bullshit. I've only ever had one dude that actively tried to fucking hit on me to bang me, and every dude he met, he did that too.
BJ?
Because it's not just a name.
It's a lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Yeah, he hit on me a lot too.
And he was the only fucking one. And I went to film school, so I don't want to say that I wasn't like around them.
You had plenty of exposure. Huh?
Yeah.
Not once will I sit there and like, man, get off a dick.
No,
Because it wouldn't happen. I'm going to be like, I'll give you 20 minutes
so
to
you
finish.
get
Yeah.
back out there and finish, and then you get the fuck out of here.
Jazz was so fucking outnumbered at school. It was like they'd walk by and be like, "What a straighty! Fuck you, straighty!
Ew, you're so straight.
What a straight it!"
Yeah.
Hit him with the hard T. Straight it. Guys, I'm just trying to live my life. Ew, you like girls? What a fucking weirdo.
Mikey, I can't wait for the day you decide to run for political office.
Oh, it ain't happening, man. That ship sailed a long time ago.
The ship
All
sailed
those myths are a bunch
episode
of
2.
bullshit.
Right?
Not once was it just like, I'm gonna give you 15 minutes to stop sucking my dick. Like that's like that situation never arose.
You touch my dick 5 or 6 more times, and I'm gonna get mad about it. I swear to God.
Not once. Fucking
Hi, Scott.
Somebody.
growing up, the church had me terrified. Then I got out in the real world and was like, fucking, I'm unattractive to both sexes. This is fucked.
At least the priest was getting me some.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn.
Damn.
Jesus.
Boys, last week did we talk about the aliens that they brought out in Mexico?
No.
Did we talk? I don't think we did.
I
Right?
don't think they came
it was
up.
revealed that those were cake.
They were cake?
They were cake.
Oh,
Is it
No.
real?
was it that show?
Oh my God.
Cake or not cake?
Turns out they're cake.
Oh. That's the non-human DNA they couldn't figure out. It was cake.
Why are they part chicken? Eggs.
Eggs.
God damn it! I really thought you meant that. I really thought this was some fucking YouTube prank shit.
Huge international. Mexico is just like, oh, it's just a bunch of beaners, huh? It's fucking, we got aliens. Shit's cake.
The whole fucking world, every fucking Gen Z on the planet would have been like, ah! Then like they flipped a bottle and it landed right.
The U.S. government's like, look, Mexico, we said that we could talk about the aliens. We didn't say you could show them. Like, what the fuck?
We didn't. It was cake.
It was cake. Tres leches.
I mean, it was rather convenient. Like 3 days after that was Mexican Independence Day.
Very true. Very, very true.
How do you know that that wasn't just like, it's cake? It's cake for party.
So I heard about this, but I didn't.
Yeah,
read
so
anything about
the Mexican government and came out on whatever their equivalent to C-SPAN is. So like 4 people watched it, but and then it got on the internet.
And then everybody in the internet was like, what the fuck?
Well, and even then everybody was like, fucking called it.
Right?
Like,
Like, yeah.
But they came out and they had these 2 plexiglass boxes that were lined and had 2 mummified remains in them.
Okay.
That look an awful lot like the Roswell alien. The Roswell alien.
I thought
Grays.
I heard it looked like E.T.
No, it looked more like the Roswell shaped gray.
Okay.
But the gray
It looked
instead
like
of the green.
It looked like ET because they were all mummified.
Well,
They
they
were
were
mummified.
dead. That's why they were gray and not green.
That could be. You may be onto something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We
But
don't know what their
apparently
physiological fucking shit is.
they carbon dated them, and it was mummification due to a collapse. So they found these things in a mine, and so I guess there was like a now this is all what just they said, not
They talk a lot.
none of this is evidence. Like this is just the story as I heard it.
Okay.
Found these underground when they were digging for a mine for some stone, a mineral. It wasn't like a precious stone.
It's a crystal skull.
It was a crystal stone. But what's interesting about it is, so they're 1,000 years old.
Okay.
And they did all the X-rays and the whole 9 yards, and the internal structure doesn't line up with anything that we had. And then they did DNA testing based on the bone the bone structure, and it was only like 70% recognizable from DNA maps that we have like on Earth, and it was in the middle of what would have been the Aztec Empire within Mexico. And so when you start adding all that up, and it's like, so you're telling me the dude with the fucked up hair on History Channel was actually like right the whole time? Like,
Yeah.
So who had said aliens for 1,000 years?
Like
no,
the-
these are like recently uncovered.
Like
it
the-
wasn't
like-
like they like
the
stored them for
government,
1,000
the government
years.
found them. The
They
Mexican
found them,
government
and then
found them.
and then they did all these tests.
Just now.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
our government.
it's a recent
Because
find.
Gotcha.
our government would have been like,
Gotcha.
we're not saying a goddamn thing.
Oh,
This is going to be
we
locked
didn't
up for
find
fucking
shit.
500 years. Whereas Mexico's like, tres leches.
Yeah.
If the Mexican government tried to hide it, the cartel would think it was something more important than aliens.
True.
I'm also thinking that they're just going like, look, Cabo is really drying up as a tourist attraction. Like, if we roll these bad boys out.
Cabo's drying up as a tourist attraction because nobody wants to go near fucking Baja because of the cartels. It's just dangerous, man.
Ooh,
Wow.
okay. So I'm reading through this article. Apparently, one of the scientists claims they were originally found around 2017 in Peru near the pre-Columbian Nazca lines.
Oh, the Nazca lines.
Oh, of course, the Nazca lines.
I mean,
Those are those cool. They look like birds and shit. Like the big, long fucking sculptures. I guess they're technically
You can
considered
only
sculptures.
see them from space.
Wait,
From, like,
really?
Well,
from the air.
Cut and paste that
Yeah.
word into Google. and
From
see
from
what-
the air. So the Nazca lines are. Think of them as
Yeah, Google
like
image search those.
like a giant like line drawing, but you can only see it from.
Yeah, and they have no idea who the fuck did them.
When they were like, if nothing flew, how the fuck did you know what this looked like?
they found who did them.
Oh, yeah.
Tres
Yeah,
Leches.
Tres Leches. Tres Leches.
Is that the new nickname?
By the way,
for
Mexico,
these?
we just named your aliens.
They only had 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
It's Tres Leches and Horchata.
And flan.
Flan. I like flan.
Yeah.
We do
Tres
flan.
Leches.
This is Tres Leches.
Flan.
This is flan. Yeah. I like flan.
I like Trace cheese.
I like Tres Leches too.
I had quad leaf
It's like,
cheese.
hey, do you want cake? Let me soak it in booze and milk. Here you go. It's like, great. Thanks. I don't remember. I saw there was a comedian that did a bit about that. He's like, I love Mexican food, but can we talk about the desserts for a minute, guys?
I don't know, but whoever the motherfucker was that decided that sopapillas need to be in this world, give that man a Nobel Prize.
Yes. Sopapillas are glorious.
Because
It's a donut.
I don't care.
But you could end wars with that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You could be out there, dude could have a knife to your neck and you could be like,
So
oh, hold on. Try this.
Sopapilla?
It's
Got some
sopa-
honey for you.
and you'd be like, what is sopapilla? You'd be like, bite the corner.
Fill
Take
that
this,
with honey.
fill it with honey, squeeze it
There
down
we
the
go.
hatch. They'd be like,
This man is a genius. He
You
must be our leader.
you can live.
If only someone gave Hitler sopapillas.
It would have fixed it.
Yeah.
The
Oh, well.
problem is somebody gave Hitler too many pixie sticks.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh, yeah. Wasn't he addicted to like meth or something?
Cocaine.
No,
Was
it
it-
was heroin.
Pixie
It's
stars.
heroin.
Heroin. Yeah.
by the way, the whole German army was
That's
on
right.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
yes, he was a big upper guy.
You can't really be sober and do what they did.
Yeah.
But what you're talking about
You ever
is
seen his speeches? There's no fucking way that guy was
I
sober.
did.
It's fucking, nothing happened. Like, holy fuck, dude. Have another bump there, fucking freak. Jesus.
Could you imagine that though? Just that this staunch fucking fascist can like just and they're going like, put a line under your thigh, I'm gonna rip it before I go yell at the populace. Ava's just like, oh Hitler, you're so naughty.
I love that joke where it was like, Hitler did all this bad shit, 6 million Jews killed, da 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 da. He was married for one day.
Yeah.
He was married for one day and killed himself.
It makes you, but it does make you wonder about Ava though, because I don't believe for a second that she didn't know what was going on, and she still
She's
was like,
Goebbels did 7 million Jews,
Yeah.
and he's like, fuck.
even with that haircut and that tiny mustache, you come over here, my little fucking Fuhrer, and give
Dude.
me the business. And she was like, still cool with whatever was going on. I was like, dude, how dark are you?
You know, it was interesting. I met Jim's friend Mikey this last weekend, and his girlfriend, wife
Nina.
Yeah, I'm not sure which that title is. I'm not sure, but you know, she's German. And she's from Germany and all this. And I asked her,
Most Germans are.
well, not America. Most Germans are from fucking Ohio.
That's because they're American.
Yeah, but of German. Well, she lives in the UK. Is my point. Like, she's from the UK, but she's
But
German.
she was born in Germany.
Yeah.
That makes her a
And,
German.
like,
So
grew
she's
up in Germany.
British.
She's British.
That makes her a British immigrant from Germany.
Yes.
No, a German
So a German.
immigrant
So German. Yeah.
to Britain.
But I asked her, I was like, is it true that like they teach you guys a different like version of the event? She goes, 100%. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I was like, so the nothing happened thing is real, huh? She goes, yeah. And I was like, I feel a
If
little
there's-
validated, man.
If there's one thing after 2 world wars and what they do now that we know about Germany is they understand PR.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah. They know how to
So-
get in front of some shit.
And look, if you look at all the great speeches that happened during World War II, whether you agree with the content or not, you can't deny how effective they were.
Truth.
That was nothing but a huge PR sales campaign They're doing the same thing. They just changed the subject matter.
Yeah.
They're still lying to you, and they still do it with fervor. Also a German word.
It was an interesting conversation.
Did she want to go on a walk? That's all Germans fucking do. Germans just walk.
It's like,
Want to walk?
no, she did offer me a train ride. I passed. I was like, I'm all set on the train ride. There's a shower back there.
It's
I'm
just
like,
a
"Yeah, I'm
one-way."
good. I'm good. No, it's interesting. What'd you guys get into? Scott, what'd you do this weekend?
I got sick, and then
I got better. Oh,
yeah, then I worked on packing up the house. So. That's it.
How'd you get sick?
I don't know. I didn't feel well.
Just had like a head cold or something?
there's like a summer cold thing
Yeah,
that's
it was
running
something.
around.
I don't know.
I had it for, I don't know, 48 hours, 72 hours. You just
Yeah.
kind of feel crummy.
Yeah.
And then it's a cold.
Yeah.
Then it goes away. Leon had it.
It's probably COVID.
It's not.
It
It's
could've
just
been.
regular ass cold. It's just regular sick.
Those still exist.
Yeah.
No, it's COVID for sure.
It's for sure COVID. If you tested, it'd be COVID.
If you
Well,
tested, yeah.
So the rest, in reality, you had the crud.
It's very deadly, but I got through it.
We should bring COVID tests on the show and just test right here.
Why?
Just to see.
It's,
Like, I feel fucking
hey,
fine.
hey,
But
pe-
somehow.
people have done that, and it's in the past.
Yeah.
Like that was
Let's not.
Yeah, we're
That's
like 2
long-
years late
yeah.
on that, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just not.
You missed that boat.
Well, that's
sir.
because I didn't give a shit then either.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why you do now.
I've never. I wouldn't.
know?
I wouldn't say I give a shit.
Mikey's like, we should test for COVID and gays can get married. Like, hey, welcome to today, motherfucker. We're past all
I'm
this.
losing it. I'm living in 2015, bro.
He's still scared of the Germans.
It's like-
I know, right?
Did Mikey have a stroke?
What's
happening?
wrong?
It's my TBI. I just forgot that everything happened.
Shit knocked you back to World War II. TBI's a bitch.
I have
telling you,
so
dude.
many original ideas right now.
You guys ever
Guys,
heard
here's
of
what I'm thinking.
It's like a war, but in space. I'm gonna call it Star Wars.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I was thinking, what if you could have your phone and you only had to use 140 letters to say something? You think people would be interested in that shit?
Like, yeah, it's Twitter, bro.
What would you- No, mine wouldn't be. I'd call mine X because it's edgy and cool.
Has he ever explained what the fuck that name change was about? Was it just to get rid of the reputation?
It's
of
about
Twitter?
as weird as his child's name.
I believe he'd owned like the X branding for a while, and I'm also guessing that it was to get away from the Twitter stigma.
to try and bury Twitter.
Yeah. But what's funny is everybody still says tweet, and we'll be like, and when they say it now, they go Twitter, now X. So it's like people are acknowledging that it's now X.
I know all the
but it's after
OnlyFans
they say
bitches out
Twitter.
there that put free content on Twitter still just have a Twitter link on their fucking.
Well, what would you call it if you put a comment on X?
What?
What did you?
All the OnlyFans girls. So they'll have
I
their
was
social media stack.
I thought I misunderstood you, but nope.
And
I didn't.
on it, they'll have like their OnlyFans, their free OnlyFans, and like their TikTok and all that shit. And then they'll have their fucking Twitter. And
Oh, like their link tree.
it's
or
still
whatever.
their on their link tree, and it's still just their Twitter account. And nobody changed that to be like X, more like triple X. Am I right? Like nobody's made that joke. By the way, what you cam girls need to fucking fix yourselves.
You know what I'm really glad isn't taking off? What was the other thing that the Instagram tried to do? Threads?
Oh, Threads. Yeah.
yeah. No
Yeah, that
thanks.
was a scam.
That's it's fucking
Data
Twitter
mining.
without titties.
It's
Yeah.
data mining.
100%.
That's all it was.
It was straight up a scam.
It was,
and they got caught.
like, people thought TikTok was bad. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was
Threads
way
was
worse.
insane.
Yeah.
Dude, the self-control I'm trying to exhibit right now. So TikTok itself emailed my store, like actual TikTok. And because we were doing stuff on another platform called Whatnot, which just sells collectibles, and I had a guy that was doing it all for me. And it was doing really, really well till essentially Whatnot didn't have enough regulation. So all these people were getting scammed out of like tens of thousands of dollars. So TikTok has essentially picked up the mechanic and stuck it in there to where now you can go live on TikTok. It's the same thing as TikTok Shop and all that shit. But I could go live and sell collectibles out of my store, and I get paid, and they take like half of the cut that Whatnot did and shit like that. And they emailed me directly, and they were like, "Hey, we see that you were doing this over on this other platform. If you're willing to come do it on our platform, you can go through this webinar thing. And if you do, we'll like prioritize you and push you out there and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, fuck, I want that TikTok money.
Yeah.
But I really don't want TikTok to have any of my banking information either.
Also that.
Like that's a
Maybe you open up a
yeah.
secondary.
I'm really thinking I'm gonna go to
Go to Truist. Some small weird fucking.
put up my Cash App.
There you go. Put it in my Cash App.
So according to Elon Musk, he changed it to embody the imperfections in us all that makes us unique.
Yeah. Dude, can you just say a normal fucking answer, man? Like instead of some weird fucking philosophical jargon. Like just be like, I own the fucking URL and I didn't want it to say Twitter anymore. Okay. That works. You own it. like
Anyways,
fucking,
John, legitimately, I want to know, how was Arizona?
Yeah. Yeah. How was your trip?
I've tried to ask you like 3
Yeah,
times
I know,
now.
right?
I'm like,
which trip and what part do you want to know?
You've gone on a bunch of them because first you were in Nicaragua.
I was home for like 3 days in the past month.
what's your frequent flyer count looking like right now?
They were all different airlines.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
come on.
None of there wasn't one single airline that flew to all the different
You don't
places.
use a miles credit card?
Most of the travel was work travel. So in theory, yes. But like some of the flights were United, some of them were Copa through United. Arizona was Southwest. What did we fly when we went to Michigan?
Almost
Delta?
Yeah.
Yeah, we flew Delta when we went to Michigan. Like, fucking all of them.
Just all
They
over.
all suck. None of them were good.
Flying is
Copa
awful.
was good.
Copa wasn't bad.
Copa
Flying is
was
awful,
good.
except for last week we talked about flying
Emirates.
to Emirates. Emirates is
Yeah.
Emirates is a different world.
That's different.
Yeah.
You're paying for it.
yeah, but it's worth it.
It's fucking every fucking penny.
But no, Arizona's great. I was out there, went on Cigars Daily Live and did some a lot of content with them.
Now you've done those guys before, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm one of 5 people in the industry
That's repeated.
that he allows to go on the show now. Everybody
Oh,
else
God.
is blacklisted because of reasons. But yeah, it's I guess it's hard to put a microphone in front of your face and talk and carry a conversation. I don't know.
Oh no, I've never done it.
No.
No. We just sit here and interrupt each other. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna. Speaking of that, I was gonna. My sister's like, "Oh, I listened to the podcast to hear about Panama, and you talked about it for 22 seconds." I'm like, oh well, sorry.
Yeah, right?
It must be your first time listening to the
Yeah.
show.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So, John, if you want to cover Panama,
Yeah, you wanna talk
Panama
about
was
Panama?
good. It was good.
Okay, before you talk about it, then.
there it is.
No, actually,
Panama
Par
City.
for the course.
What do you need?
ice.
Panama City is America.
Yeah,
It everything's based on the dollar. It's fancy. There's air conditioning. Blah 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 blah. You get outside Panama City, it's a fucking third world country.
Yeah,
You don't have electricity.
We use your term emerging world. Now.
That's a second and a half world country.
they had Costco, so I would say second.
no shit.
Well, it's PriceSmart, but it was Costco shit.
Literally
Colonel
Costco.
Kirkland brand.
It was Costco. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Oh no,
But it's PriceSmart.
PriceSmart's that's the Euro version, isn't it?
I think. I don't know.
I think PriceSmart's the Euro.
But it's
version
literally it was all
of
Kirkland
Costco.
stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it was really fun. We got to get a lot of conversations and stuff that we wanted to get done. We smoked an absolute shit ton of fucking cigars. And
Sweated a lot.
yeah, I've never. I told Scott today, between Panama, which was a humidity that I've never felt before in my life.
And he's supernuts.
It was insane. Scott and I, we found a cigar lounge that was like what 5-6 blocks
It was, yeah, a quarter mile.
from from the hotel we were at in Panama City. And we're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's walk. Let's explore this city, and we'll get to the cigar lounge, have a smoke, and figure out what we want to do for lunch.
How was that idea?
We got there and it looked like we just got out of the goddamn shower. Like
Yeah.
both of us were just
Yeah.
fucking drenched. We walked in there and I was just like, what the fuck?
dude, I'm telling you, that's why fat guys wear Hawaiian shirts.
It doesn't matter. It didn't matter the shirt. It didn't matter. It didn't
My
matter.
my leather belt was wet.
It didn't fucking
Yeah.
matter. It was nuts. It was fucking nuts.
You just told me that about Arizona. Too.
Yeah,
What
and
they
so
eat there
okay, so that was Panama, right? So and then let me back up a little bit to Nicaragua. Nicaragua was fucking hot and humid while we were there.
Sure.
There really was.
Yeah.
And it was sweating our asses off the whole fucking time.
Well, it's summertime.
Panama
and
was
not far from the equator.
Panama was sweating the whole fucking time.
We had 1 or 2 nice days
In Panama, when it rained.
Yeah.
After
after.
it rained, yeah. And then let's see. So I got back from Panama. I went down to go do a deer survey and a helicopter hog hunt at the Womack Ranch before I went to Arizona.
Holy fuck. I thought we were still talking about Nicaragua. And I was like, what
Right?
the fuck?
No. So I get down there. We fly the perimeter of the whole entire ranch, which took us like 40 minutes because this ranch is massive. And then we start doing the deer survey. We're just flying a grid. And we get like our third fucking run down and we come back and the fucking bird loses all hydraulics and we almost crash. So yeah.
We would have embellished the story.
It happens. A
No,
little bit.
I mean, I could have went into more detail with it, but that's the long and the short of it was the pilot lost hydraulics. Luckily, he has like 20,000 hours in a bird, and he's just
so he's still,
we were about 30 seconds away from no bueno. So then I go to Arizona.
Tuck and roll, bro.
Yeah, I get to Arizona, and it's fucking 113 degrees. I literally sweat through a leather vest when we were riding. Like I had sweat stains on the outside of my leather. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then this past weekend, I went down to the Womack Ranch to do gator hunt and fucking sweat my ass off the whole goddamn weekend too. I told Scott, I'm like, I haven't sweat like this since Iraq. Like, this is insane.
Huh?
Yeah. Chronic dehydration.
Yeah. And if you're like me, you don't drink enough water.
I tried. And it's
Speaking
not
of that,
happening.
I'll take some more ice.
I drink a lot of shit that has water in it.
I drank more beer this past
Everything
weekend.
liquid has water in it.
I drank more beer this past weekend trying to hydrate. Like I didn't drink any whiskey at all. I probably had, I don't know, 25, 30 beers.
Yeah.
That still didn't help.
Well, you're with William, and William is a habitual Bud Light drinker.
So I finally met William in June, actually.
That's because he was at his
And
wedding.
I don't know if you watch this show, but I just want to say I haven't forgotten that you told me the rules to getting invited to Womack was you couldn't be a fucking douche. And regardless of what my friend said, you said I'm not a douche and I'm invited to go. And I appreciate it.
I recently wrote a bit for my comedy that's entitled "My Best Friend's an Asshole," and it's about jazz. That's true.
I have very few friends and there are reasons.
I think I have an invitation from William to go.
Yeah.
The problem is John never invites me to go. So I don't know that.
I think so.
Well, I go down for the hunts.
This makes me feel worse because I just blew it off this weekend. I was like,
That's how-
I don't really.
That's
wanna
how
drive
William
that
described it
far.
to me too. And he was like, all your guys know when the hunts happen. Just have them tell you, and you're always welcome in my place. Yeah.
I mean,
John, I get it. I wouldn't take me either.
No, it's a lot of fun. It really is.
I would.
This weekend,
I wouldn't take. You know what we need to
Justin went this
do?
weekend.
You and I'm aware. Because of his social media, not because he told me, but because he puts shit on social media. I definitely told him. No, you did not. You never once mentioned you were going to Womack. So here's what I think we need to do, Scott. You and I need to send a message to William.
Okay.
And just you and I will go.
Oh,
okay.
So that way we can know what the rich kids feel like.
Fucking where?
Shade. I don't have time to go do that shit. I don't. Like,
Yeah. Oh, well, and like I was invited this weekend, and I was gonna go down there. I had intentions to go down there, and then the weekend came, and I was just unmotivated to do fuck all, man.
Yeah.
And I was like driving for 2.5 hours
I was just busy.
to go
as
down there and
fuck.
get drunk. I wasn't gonna get a gator because I don't need to get a gator, and I can't afford to get a gator right now. Beauty of unemployed. You know, it's like
the funny thing is, I don't even
want
want a whole gator. I want a piece of gator about this big.
Yeah.
Which
like-
piece?
Just that big. Something off the back. That's all I want. I just something off the back about this big. So when I'm waiting is somebody that has one that gets something made that's like,
Oh, I can have this left over.
oh, I have this 2 feet. And I'm gonna be like, perfect. That's all I fucking need. That's all I want. I need that. There's a guy here locally named Frankie.
Yeah.
And Frankie is an absolute wizard with bike saddles.
Oh, I thought you were going to say weather.
No, with all right. Here's to you, sir. Well done.
That was well done. It was well done.
But he's one of these guys that for less than less than you paid for yours, you go meet him and he marks your shit and then refoams, regels, recovers, and he will make you a custom saddle specifically designed to fit you and you alone. And I want just enough to do the. I don't even think I'd do the top. I just want the sides of my saddle done.
Yeah. So technically, you just need strips.
And that was actually the plan until I bought the new one.
No.
And now I don't want to change that saddle unless I can get red gator leather, which means that whoever I get the scrap from would have to have decided that that's the color they wanted their gator leather to get. So,
yeah.
But I don't even want a whole gator. I just want
can I just have a piece?
Yeah.
Well, I have another
piece of
bike that
gator.
I would just have the saddle done.
Yeah.
Do you have any gator in your freezer?
I do.
Gator's good.
Actually, I just told that. So I got a gator this weekend.
Farm raised gator's good.
Yeah,
wild gator
gator's
is not good.
I got a gator this weekend. There's a little girl, 8 foot 5 inch. But I
saw a video of it being
make
molested. Fucking weirdos.
We were just trying to figure out the sex.
Is that what you call that?
Yeah.
Why'd he smell his finger afterwards?
You know that Luis? It's weird. I don't know why though.
It's the same pickup line I use with my wife.
Just trying to figure it out.
But
What is that?
I was just talking to the taxidermist earlier about the meat, and told him to donate the meat, just because. Yeah. I don't.
You should get a hat made.
So I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. So the other ones that I've got, I did a hornback, the back of it, just like it has a big plates that stick up and everything, and they look cool, but you can't make anything out of them. They don't flex. So the belly is what you make stuff out of, and this is a smaller gator, so the plates are smaller, so you can make all kinds of different stuff.
This one would be good for like boots or a belt or
something. I just don't know what I want to do with it.
Yeah.
I said I would redo the center console in my truck.
I was thinking about that too.
Get the cover redone on the center console.
I was thinking about, I thought about motorcycle seats. I saw this
assless chaps.
All chaps are
there's
assless.
body armor and a helmet that I saw a picture on the internet, and I kind of want to do that, but I don't know.
The reason I said the center console in my truck is that you never touch the center, which is like where the ridge would be.
Yeah.
Like you only ever touch, at least in like the F series trucks like we drive, that center console is so damn wide that you never touch that center part. So you can still like lean on it and not get fucking stabbed the whole time.
Yeah. Well, it needs to be wide for whoever, steals your truck to be able to put their arm down when they steal your truck.
Hey, the only person here that's gotten their shit broken into is. The trick is you don't leave shit in your truck.
Yeah.
Or you don't go to the shady parts of town.
Or don't.
To be fair, Lock and Terra
Terra,
isn't that shady.
Also, they were just breaking into every vehicle.
That's the thing. Is
But
that
the last 6 trucks that I've heard about getting stolen from buddies of mine have all been F series trucks.
Right. Well, no, it's something like 9 seconds to get into an F series truck.
And take it. Gone.
Honestly, I'd rather you just steal it.
Yeah.
Instead of smashing it and smashing shit out and ripping apart the interiors, just steal it. Please just steal it.
Big Adam that was on the show. Adam Smith. His truck was stolen in Colorado.
Oh, you told me about that.
Well, fucking Ross Patterson's Raptor was stolen.
Dope. Though.
Really?
A tool roll.
Yeah.
A tool roll.
Mm-hmm.
Tool roll would be dope.
That'd be fun. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet.
I was just thinking, that was still room, but a tool roll would be super dope. Having that on the inside of your saddle,
It unrolls and it's the fucking tail. That'd be pretty dope.
But yeah, so I got plenty of time to figure that out. I won't get that hide back for probably a year or so.
Yeah, I still owe you money for shitheads.
Yep.
Yeah.
That we forgot to pick up while we were there.
Nice.
100%.
What are you going to do with that? Put it on the back of your futon?
I have no idea what I'm going to do with mine. If anything, hang it up somewhere. Hang it up in my office or something.
Should get a smart vest made.
Like a smoking jacket.
Just a vest. Just wear it under your suit. Just.
Why is it so hard?
I don't know. Why do you look like Cajun Santa Claus? I'm like, I don't-
Man.
But yeah, so that's the.
Did you see my girlfriend in Arizona?
Which one?
Your sister.
Oh yeah, I stayed with her. So both my sisters live together out there.
Did you see my girlfriend?
Which one?
Lola.
I did. Lola, the fucking sweetheart.
Yeah.
She was
She is a
fucking.
great dog.
She was so mad at me the day I was leaving.
Yeah,
I was
I
like
bet.
packed up all my shit, and she wouldn't even come close to me.
Oh
Like,
no,
yeah,
she gets sassy.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah. She had a full blown attitude.
Yeah, she's a sassy bitch.
But yeah, I tried to bring Lola with me back here.
If Caitlin ever leaves me, you just need to know I'm going full on press. Like
Andrew's
sister.
dating a guy now.
I don't care.
Out in
What's her
Arizona. So I met him.
Yeah.
And it was really, it was pretty funny. He's a good dude. He really is. But
Said that about the last one.
I guess I'm an intimidating person.
No.
I don't think I am.
I don't think you are.
Andrew's boyfriend thinks I am.
That's fine.
My aunt.
Now, in all fairness, that is your sister's boyfriend. And all of a sudden, the 6+ brother showed up and was like, "Hey, bud."
Yeah. Hey.
My aunt at my wedding thought you and Mikey were like fucking hitmen. And she was like, Justin invited fucking 2 hitmen to his wedding. And I was like, oh no, they're teddy bears. They're fine.
I mean, we'll still fucking kill you, but yeah.
I'll laugh with you first.
A bunch of your now in-laws kept looking at me, and 3 of them asked me why I was there. And I was like, well, I'm dressed just like the guy getting fucking married, so I'm gonna like, kind of stupid ass question.
Like, why is that guy standing next to Justin? What is he doing?
And then there was her grandpa's a fucking G though.
Yeah.
That dude, I'm telling you right now, he's a sweetheart right now. That dude's got stories though.
Pops is a gangster.
Yeah. No, I mean
Straight
like,
gangster.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like those guys.
I would love to sit down and share a bottle with that guy just to figure out, just be like, how much liquor does it take for you to get honest?
Because there is a level.
Everybody's got it. And I'm telling you right now, homeboy's got some stories.
That was my granddad, man. You give him fucking 3 sips of bourbon, that motherfucker would tell you some weird shit about
was
World
great.
War II.
I knew I was going to like him when he walked up and handed off his bride and threatened Justin. And I was like, this is a good man right here. This is a...
Yeah.
Looked him dead in the eyes, just like, you take care of her. I was like, yeah, I like this guy.
Then the rest of the family looked at John and I. They were like, is he going to off? Are they going to off him if he hurts Justin? The answer is yes. Fuck you,
Yeah.
old man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did some fishing in Panama. Caught some tuna.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
what-
back through my
that's what Scott
pictures so I
was-
can remember what the fuck I did.
That's what Scott was saying, man.
Yeah.
Not as many as you guys would like.
No, but it was still a good time. When we were in Michigan, I think we talked about it. We went to the demolition derby races.
No.
Oh, they had like bus races and trailer
Bus
races,
figure eight
the
races.
figure eights. Oh yeah,
It's like fucking twisted metal and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably what I'm going to do with that cop car out back.
Is that yours now?
Well, it always has been.
Well, yeah. But what's
Yeah.
wrong with it?
Tranny went out.
Yeah, somebody blew a tranny.
Blue tranny.
Yeah. The boy.
Boy blew a tranny. You know, we always remember our first tranny that we blew. We always remember that one.
It's hard to forget.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of sticks with you.
Yeah. Just leaves a bad taste in your mouth about trannies. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh man.
It's a Ford, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, historically, not so much these days. What year?
2011. I believe.
Yeah. Because back in the day, I mean, and I'm sure you guys remember, like Fords were always known for having amazing engines.
Yeah.
Like the engines were strong as fuck, but the transmissions could never hold up with them. And that's why they just constantly fucking blew up
Well,
all
that-
the time.
and it's a cop car, so they don't exactly treat all of them like
Gentle.
day-to-day driver.
I mean, think of it like that thing was treated like a Govey,
you
you know, like a fucking motor pool Govey.
yeah, worse than that probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
Like,
because they
hit-
didn't have a fucking board sergeant fucking making kids
Well,
clean it.
you're hitting curbs, doing going around making U-turns, and you're fucking
Yeah.
yeah,
Doing bump and rubs and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. I wouldn't mind having that fucking front bumper on it. Put that on Tacoma.
I
Start
don't think
rubbing
I
motherfuckers.
think those are pretty specific to the make and model.
Yeah, I
It
think
probably
so.
wouldn't look very right.
Maybe.
That's my buddy. I just showed him the picture of my buddy's license plate in Arizona.
That's a good one.
It's metal Jew.
I thought it was Motley Jew.
That was his old plate. Was Motley Jew.
I'm just saying, in the state of Texas, you could fit Jew-ish on your, because you put that dash in the middle, so you could.
I told him about my shirt. He thought it was really funny. But yeah, so that's my buddy in Arizona. He actually has a company called Senegal and Beyond, and they do seasonings that are traditional Senegalese seasonings. He's a Jew and he married a girl from Senegal. I was like,
wait a minute.
How did that work?
So one had all the flavor and the other had no flavor. It was just like, let's make
Pretty
this
much.
work. I'm kind of curious what a Senegalese matzo ball tastes like.
I have the seasoning and I have matzo ball mix in my house, so we can see.
Let's figure it out. Shit.
Yeah. Smoked Senegalese matzo balls.
Is this gefilte fish? What is this? Velvet? What is this?
Yeah. We got to see the Panama Canal.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I talked to Darren.
Yeah.
He was literally in Panama City on shore leave
Oh
the day before we got there.
Oh,
Get the fuck out of
here.
Oh, that'd have been so much fun.
Yeah.
That'd have been rad.
Yeah.
That'd have been so much fun. Well,
I told him, I said, if we were out on the boat and I would have seen your boat, I would have
we would have.
approached it.
Yeah.
He's like, Daddy would have got me in trouble. I'm like, no, it would have been epic.
Yeah, it would have been.
Because I know
I mean-
I would have figured out how to
Yeah.
talk the right talk.
I'd have
You
been like
would've-
mooning them and shit.
Yeah.
Dan would have gotten in trouble. You'd have been fine.
Yeah.
It depends if they were cigar smokers or not.
Been like, yo,
No,
Ghosties.
I know they are.
Well, and
Well,
what's
then
the,
he would've
what's
been
the point
okay.
of having a kid in the military if you can't go fuck with him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
right.
like, but Dad, nobody's supposed to know where we are. I'm like, it would have been the greatest coincidence ever.
Yeah.
That's true. That would have been a fucking trippy coincidence.
Yeah.
Been like, hey, wait a minute.
In
I
all
know that
fairness,
boat.
if you're,
Then
in
again,
the-
you got
if you're in the
1,000 foot.
Panama Canal, like
You got 1,000-foot.
everybody's
boat
just
off
kind of
the-
in a line.
Yeah, you got 1,000-foot boat off the coast of Panama. Like,
Well, it's a 270 foot boat.
tomato.
I was just saying 1,000 feet. God damn.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's big for the Coast Guard.
Yeah, that's more like
that's-
shit I was on.
1,000 feet.
Because it's small for the Navy. Like 1,000 feet's small for the Navy.
Well, yeah.
But it's like an
Yeah.
amphib.
Okay, yeah.
What?
Like
So
an amphib?
the destroyer
An amphib
went
ship?
the battleship.
An
we
amphib
went and saw.
deploying. I
Yeah.
thought you meant
Was
like an actual
250
amphib,
feet
and I was
wide.
like, "There's no 1,000-foot long."
His is
amphibious
270
vehicles.
feet long.
Oh, no. No, like the LSDs and shit, they call them amphibs.
Because 400 meters or a quarter of a mile is 1,200 feet.
Yeah.
So, but when you said amphib, I was thinking like the actual like.
That'd be a fucking rad time, right?
I was like, fuck, dude! I thought there was like 6 dudes on those things. So like,
fucking driving that bitch. You'd have to have like a guy out above each like wheel well, like the old fire trucks. Okay. I don't know.
you can't say that shit out loud. From the Marines, will be like, we could make a fire truck float,
It's true. It's true. I'll try.
and they're selling the used ones cheap.
I did see, actually, I heard it on Fox News, which was pretty fucking cool. A good friend of ours that we've gone hunting with, Chris Farrell,
Mhm.
won gold in the
Yeah.
Invictus Games
He did.
in Germany for powerlifting
Yeah.
for the U.S. team. That was really cool.
Yeah. That is cool.
Yep.
Good job, Chris.
Yeah.
You
We
still,
could
can't, you still can't hunt for shit, but
we could talk
What?
about the elephant in the room.
What?
That F-35.
oh, it's just gone.
Still
Yeah.
flying.
Missing.
Still flying.
Probably
still
still flying. Yeah.
Well, I got another one.
Because if it crashed, they knew where it was.
I mean, it's probably in China, like the last one.
If it
they
ends
lost.
up in Ukraine, I'm not paying taxes anymore.
yeah, right.
Like, I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm done paying taxes.
Poland
Sorry.
just bought what 30 of them, 35 of them.
Did they?
Have you seen this list of shit we just sold to Poland,
Fucking
bro? Poland, we now sold them enough aircraft where Poland has the Poland's collection of aircraft is larger than the rest of the European armed forces combined.
Wow.
We're selling them Abrams, and we're sending them the retrofit kits to take them all to V3.
This is the same fucking country that like attacked Panzer divisions on horseback.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're selling them everything. So it's
That's
us.
probably a smart move.
It's-
It's fucking gangster.
It's us and South Korea are apparently like, you can buy our whole catalog.
Well, South Korea basically just uses our shit.
North Korea just sold a bunch of shit to Russia. So, how about that?
Yeah, but that's like Temu buying shit from Wish. Like that doesn't.
By the way, a big fan of my
Reselling it.
Temu fucking dash cam.
Yeah.
Big fan. It actually because it works, so that's nice.
I got another piece of current events to talk about. So Congress just did away with their business attire,
The dress code.
their dress code, due to Mr. Fetterman's fine dressing ass. Like, why would they cater to one motherfucker?
Like no,
Wait a
what?
minute. What?
Because Fetterman,
The moron with
well,
the brain injury.
yeah, he only wears sweatpants and hoodies, and so Congress says it's okay now. There's no more dress code.
Hey,
So-
whatever, man. As long as fucking what's her name, Lauren fucking Brobert, the one that was getting handsy in the fucking auditorium or whatever. As
So
long
let-
as she keeps dressing the way she's dressing. I don't
So
give
let
a
me get
fuck
this
how they
straight.
dress.
Because one dude, they wouldn't just hire an aide that said, here's a button works.
Obviously, they have an aide
The
because he can't
almost-
even talk.
The almost 600 people that belong to Congress just don't need to look like they run a government. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't look like they run a government, but
AOC's
least
gonna
wear a
walk in
fucking
wearing
suit.
juicy couture, wearing like juicy sweatpants.
Once she
I-
gets some titties out, I'm okay.
Some juicies at a halter top walking in that bitch. The eyes have it.
Jesus. The closer and closer we get to idiocracy, like the more and more I'm just like, oh,
Yep.
You know what? I have a
I wear Crocs every
There's-
day.
there's a question that a reporter should ask the White House press secretary at some point, and I still have not heard this being asked. When the president refers to, they will be mad at me and I will get in trouble, who is he referring to?
I think it's a poor attempt at a joke.
Yeah, but it's been said so many times now. They
When you're-
need to ask the
Yeah.
question.
when you're
Just
cutting the
to hear
mic
the
on the
answer.
president,
It's pretty bad. Like, they're
Yeah,
going
that
to be
was-
mad at me. I
that
have
was
to quit
telling.
now.
That was telling. Like he started like talking in the middle of a point, and they were like, "All right, that's it."
Yeah, we're done.
No, they just cut him the fuck off.
Yeah.
Who is the comedian that said Biden looks like a stuck Roomba when he's done giving a speech?
Oh, that was Shane Gillis. Like after every speech, he just turns into a Roomba. Just starts fucking hilarious.
Well, then we've got him just stalling out. Just
Oh, that was fucking Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
fucking
Three
went on
times now?
screensaver mode. Just
Yeah, like,
fucking-
what the fuck
Like
is
3
that?
times now?
And
He's
then
just
he
like-
keeps saying, "Oh, there's nothing medically wrong with me." Oh,
Clearly,
the-
there's something.
the fuck,
bro, like
your brain stopped.
If that was-
I know
if
it's
that
better
was
than
my
wrong than he's old
if that
as
was my
fuck.
grandmother, we would like take your driver's license and shit and just be like, "You're done."
Yeah,
like, I don't-
yes. God damn it!
But
And that's who runs our
no.
government.
Good luck
Fuck.
getting that away from your grandmother.
Now, my grandmother's gonna put that vet into a wall.
Yeah,
Well, like,
like that's how she's gonna go. Her terms.
she's been in a vet now for 24 years.
You know, it probably keeps her limber trying to get in and out of it. So,
Yeah, fucking.
like,
Then she got mad at me because I took it for gas and brought it back, and she was like, "My basket in the back shifted from one side to the other," and I was like,
It's a Corvette.
"I took your vet. I drove it like a vet." Mainly because if you keep driving it in eco mode, you're gonna break the motherfucker. Like, so
They have eco modes and vets now.
yeah.
What a fucking travesty.
Because you don't buy them to go fast anymore. You buy them so that the guy next to you goes, "Hey, nice vet."
in my fucking expedition, it's the stealth performance package,
Which is fancy.
which is fancy.
It's
It
very nice.
has where it shuts off when you stop at a stoplight.
I
I
fucking
fucking
hate
hate
that
that so
What?
much.
The fuck?
Apparently,
Like,
there's
I
some
did pay
thing
for
that
the
you
better
can do
motor.
in the F series and all the Fords. There's some keystroke that you can do, that reverses that button, the auto start stop button, because you have to hit it to turn it off.
Yeah.
There's some keystroke that you can do that flips it
Oh,
to where you
God,
have to touch it to turn it on.
I wish that was the case in Haley's car too, because hers I have to fucking turn it off every time because the AC will stop fucking working.
No,
all of a sudden I'm sitting in a light. Why is it gross in here?
It blows, but the compressor turns off.
Yeah,
You're
it's
just like
hot air blowing
is
on you. You're like,
great.
what the fuck? And then she's like, oh, you gotta. And I'm like, fucking.
Yeah.
well, this helps save gas. I didn't buy the V8 version because I was worried about
Exactly.
fuel economy.
I didn't get the twin turbo because
Yeah.
I wanted to save gas. God damn
I'm not
it.
worried about saving gas. I'm worried about the Bendix on my starter getting worn the fuck out because it restarts every time I touch the gas.
Or for that matter, your air conditioner compressor clutch that you keep. Every time I touch the brake, it turns off and turns back on.
Fucking terrible, man.
But
yeah, that causes more problems in
all
my
of
opinion than
all
it's
of
worth.
the huge auto manufacturers, the big three in the U.S. are fucking. They're scrambling right now. Have you seen this thing with the strike?
I don't think they're scrambling. They're not doing anything.
So the 13,000 workers that went on strike because they're demanding a 40% pay increase. And they got that number because in the last 4 years, the CEOs of Ford, the Stellantis group, which is
Dodge.
There's some other.
Dodge and
They're called the Stellantis group
Fiat.
because they own a bunch of international brands
Chrysler
too.
and all sorts of shit. Yeah.
And Chevy, the CEOs of all those companies in the last 4 years have seen 36 or 37% pay increases. So the CEO of
And
the
that's
CEO of GM
like,
makes $30 million a year
30
salary.
million.
Holy fuck.
Salary. That doesn't include her performance bonus or anything. She makes $30 million a year.
Her.
Makes
Fucking-
30. But there's a pay ceiling, by the way.
But the pay gap's real, right? Fuck you.
30 million a year.
Yeah.
And so the CEO of Ford
What's the average price of a Chevrolet?
just the average price of a Ford.
No,
Fucking
30.
50K.
See, 50K.
We'll say sure. If it's an American car at this point,
they're
they're
like
$50,000.
26,000.
No.
Yeah, that's because you're throwing the fucking Chevy Spark. And
No,
shit.
it's
The average
We'll do 50,000.
the average transaction price of a Chevrolet has risen from 47,000 to 50,000.
Her salary is 600
vehicle.
vehicles.
So literally, if I go to Bluebonnet Ford,
100.
if I go to Bluebonnet Ford, which is where
Vehicles.
I bought my last 3 Fords from, it's Bluebonnet Ford. I bet you there's 600 cars sitting there.
I bet there's not. That's a lot of cars.
That is a lot of cars.
Bluebonnet's huge.
Yeah, but I bet there's like 200.
Okay. So I need to what? Grab them, Northside and
Yes.
Jordan.
Yeah.
So within 10 miles, there's enough vehicles that gross sales cover her entire salary in
Yeah, but-
3 dealers.
Well, I get that, but that's 600 vehicles a year this bitch makes.
Just to pay her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that ain't shit to them.
The Ford CEO said that they could not give pay increases because of the money that they are spending to the transition to EV would bankrupt Ford.
Chevy sold 1.4 million cars last year.
Fuck.
Let's do math.
I'm about to.
So
I got to turn my phone sideways to do that math.
1.4
That's sideways
million
math.
cars.
Times, what was the average? 56,000?
50 grand.
50,000.
Oh, they're that's $70 billion.
$70 billion.
Okay, so she gets paid 30 million, but so they move 1.4 million cars. She gets paid 30 million. It said it takes 600 cars just to pay her salary.
Yeah.
So what's the actual percentage of
What's
vehicles sold?
What's the COO making? What's the other C levels over there making, man?
It's fucking nuts, man. And so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of union labor. I'm not.
So I'm
But at this argument where they're going like, we're asking for 40% because if in the last 4 years the
You got
CEOs can get a
40% every
40%
time.
increase
Well,
in the last 4 years.
then they gave up all their benefits during COVID or all this to
Did you see what the Ford CEO said?
So it's
Well,
what-
I haven't been here 4 years, so I can't speak to that.
get fucked.
that's the percentage of her salary versus their total revenue.
Yeah.
Which is what?
It's 0.4%.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
30 million a year.
Nobody needs that, man.
Well, the terrifying thing is that when you look
Okay,
at
Bernie Sanders.
when you look at
Saying, dude.
well,
if I'm going to
it's-
get in a position where I'm going to make 30 million a year, I'm going to make 30 million a
Yeah,
year.
okay.
Oh,
but
sure.
John, if
I
I'm
don't blame you.
if
I don't, and that's free market,
the
right?
problem with the CEO that makes 30 million a year, right? When they make a fucking decision, if I'm making $30 million a year Am I going to make the best decision for warfighter, or am I going to be like,
Well, so
I don't really care?
Right?
Now,
no,
here's
you
what you
will
need to-
because financially that decision doesn't matter to you.
But
You're
here's
not
what you
doing
need
it to like,
calculate.
oh, I'm going to get more money after I make this decision. You're like, okay, how am I going to make the best decisions for this company? I'm very well set off as it is right now. I don't need to do anything else to put more money in my pocket.
Yeah.
So how am I going to make this company better?
Yeah, where's the incentive?
Yeah,
That's
but-
the incentive. Is I don't have to worry about fuck all in my life in any aspect of it
Yeah.
except for my job.
and
That's
I
it.
100% agree in a free
You're not going to
market.
hire some dude off the street and be like, here's $30 million a year, run this company. That's not how you get that $30 million a year job.
Yeah.
The problem I have is not that she makes $30 million or even that these guys want to make 40% more. Cool. But when your car prices increased 37% in the last 36 months and you're posting record profits, I think GM posted a $47 billion profit. Ford posted like a $54 billion profit.
But the counter argument to that is that you give all these raises to account for the record profits, and then the record profits go away.
But
will they?
37%
Will
price
car
inflation.
prices ever come
No.
down?
No,
No, they're never
the
coming
phenomenon in economy is actually called sticky pricing.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is inflation happens and prices go up. They figure out where it's not tolerable anymore, and then they come down a little bit. Everybody goes, "Oh, thank God, the prices came down," and they stay there.
Yeah.
But
And
they're
so
still fucking 20% higher than they were before.
Than it ever was.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, so you take, what did you say, 70 billion?
Yeah.
So 70 billion, they posted a $47 billion profit. So 60% margins?
Yeah, right.
60% margins. Now, I know you do not drive a cheap truck. If that truck was 30% cheaper,
You'd have two.
It would be nice.
it was 30% cheaper.
But it was 30% cheaper 5 years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it's all of them.
Mhm.
That bike I have sitting out front, I love it to death. I'm willing to make sacrifices in other places to be able to ride that fucking bike. If you're going to tell me the price tag on that bike, that bike's actually worth it, you're out of your fucking mind. And mine's serialized, and I still don't think it's worth what I paid for it.
Right.
The new CVO is $50,000 for a motorcycle.
That's fucking bad shit.
But you know what 50 grand gets me at Ford? A cloth interior, run of the mill fucking pickup truck.
Yep.
Or a loaded fucking Maverick.
Or a loaded Maverick. But a Maverick.
Yeah.
Like a mini truck
Yeah.
for $50,000.
Ooh, Mini Trucker Magazine.
Like, it's mind boggling. But it's everywhere.
Yeah.
The egg industry is posting like a 67% increase in profit.
Oh, dude.
It's shit like that.
The thing that I have the issue with the auto workers strike right now is the government trying to negotiate the deal.
Yeah, fuck out of here. You're the
Like,
reason.
The reason that the reason these workers unionize
It's government protected labor.
Yeah.
is so that they could pretty much come together and dictate their own terms.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, we'll work for you, but we want this.
Yeah.
And if you don't give us this, then we're not going to work for you. Like collectively as a whole. And you can't just replace us, you know? And so it gives bargaining tools. But when the government comes in and is like, no, you're going to do this. I'm so fucking happy that the union is like, fuck off.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
Sorry. No.
Well, it's
Well, the problem now though is the government's telling the companies like you have to succumb to the
Yeah.
demands.
And
Like-
they're doing it by incentivizing them with what's the right word I want to use? Not tax benefits, but essentially
Yeah.
funding, money.
Yeah.
You know? And it's
Well,
bullshit.
they'll bail them out. They'll do a bailout.
Well, no, it's not the bailout stuff. It's the EV shit
Yeah.
and all these fucking COVID relief bills and the fucking Inflation Reduction Act, all that shit.
Yeah. like,
Money from those are going to these companies.
And if you haven't figured out that shit is 100% a racket yet, like, then you
Yeah.
have fucking problems.
Well, like John just said, it's going to all these companies. Then why are the prices going up?
greed.
No.
And you're paying that for a truck because you're paying for the EVs that are coming. You're not paying that for your truck. You're paying for the EVs. You're paying for vehicles that you will never own.
Well, and
Yeah.
you got to look at it from the company's standpoint, especially these large companies. Like if they're going to invest in new infrastructure for themselves, Do you think they're going to take it out of their profits, or do you think they're going to find an avenue to generate more income to do it? And if the government's willing to do it and people are willing to pay the inflated prices for it, fuck, why not?
I mean, I can be mad about it, but I'm dumb enough to fucking buy this shit.
You know,
Like, that's the,
you have very few
also as
options.
consumers. I mean, and you still have to have something, right? Like
Now-
the way it's set up.
But if you
Yeah,
notice,
but-
all the vehicle prices skyrocketed when they started pushing the EVs, right?
somebody's
all
got to
of them
pay
did.
for it, and it ain't going to be them.
No, they're not going to.
Like I
they're
said,
not going to invest in
You
their
are
own shit.
paying for a vehicle you will never drive.
Yeah, we already have something that makes us billions. Why are we going to take money away from that and put it into something else that's
And
not
when you
going
look
to
at a
make us
company like
billions?
Stellantis that owns multiple major car companies, every single one of those companies has a CEO, and every single one of those CEOs is making $30 million a year.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, like awesome. And then I was talking to somebody the other day and told them the next vehicle I'm looking at is I'm probably not going to buy American. I'm buying an import. Why are you buying an import? Because I'm not going to pay fucking American wages. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not. It's too fucking much now. Like, cool. This union's doing what unions are designed to do.
Yeah.
But a 40% price increase, if they agree to that, do you know what's going to happen to the 2024 car prices?
Oh, they're gonna fucking bolt up, dude.
It ain't the company's going to take a hit.
No, it's the consumer.
It's the consumer's going to take the hit. It is never going to be the companies like, well, they got what's coming to them. No, they won't. No, they won't.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Like, that chick's not going to go like, all right, well, I'll take 20 million a year so we can spread this money out. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
She ain't Tom Brady, boys. That shit ain't, that's not how it works. Huh.
Well, fuck. I
Well,
need another
fuck.
cigar.
I
Yeah,
can
me
see it in
too.
other stuff. Luxury shit. Like, I'm not going to lie. That's why I justified being able to buy my bike. Was it necessary? No. But it's pretty. It makes me feel good.
But it's pretty.
Yeah.
I wanted it.
It's a luxury item. It's like anybody that tries to justify why they bought that watch they wanted. Well, it's a $7,000 watch.
My scar.
Your scar.
People
You don't
make
need to
fun of it.
justify it.
People make fun of me.
I make fun of it. I think the scar is a stupid looking weapon, but
It's
it makes you smile when you pull the
pro-
trigger. So fuck
Sure
it,
does.
have fun, buddy. But things-
Probably the nicest gun you have.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't make fun of your
It's the most
your
reliable.
cigar.
Well, yeah, you're not a dick.
What? What?
it does look like an outfit. Consistent as shit, but it looks like
50 Shades of FDE.
Well,
That's
you're not
true.
wrong.
Yeah.
There is that is true. Like it is a little odd that they are that many different shades. of
That's
fucking
because
brown.
they have plastic, two different types of aluminums.
Yeah.
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 It's all anodized. It's the same color
just spray paint it.
when they start,
Right.
but
Just
they don't
spray
take into
Just
effect the
rattle can
material
it.
they're
Just rattle
using.
Yeah.
Just go get the grill paint.
Yeah.
But just rattle.
I'll hit up Dave. Dave does that.
But yeah,
I'll just Dave fucking rattle can my
go
scar.
pull a fucking branch off the tree and hold it on there so you get the leaf patterns.
There you
and
go.
Fucking just
That's the way to do it. Get a laundry bag. Stretch out the laundry bag. So
fucking,
you get that.
yeah, snake skin.
There it is.
Fucking perfect.
It's Cryptech.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by warfightertobacco.com, kids. You know what? I already said all that shit. It's in the bottom. It's down here.
Yeah.
It's in the description. But I'm gonna raise my glass and say thanks for being my
Oh,
freedom friends.
hold
We're
on.
out of cigar over here.
Before we do that,
What?
We
I
already did
loved that you guys did the fucking small business whatever thing where people were shouting each other out. With small businesses, if you know where they're at and they're not local to you, so because we saw some like car service places and stuff like that, the popped up or whatever, and you can't go find their page and like leave them reviews and fuck like all that shit actually still matters. So even if you can't throw money at them,
The thing about reviews,
and that shit is free.
the thing about reviews is you can leave a 5-star or whatever, and then you can say some horrendous shit.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you leave the 5-star, whatever you say doesn't really matter.
It still changes their search profile.
Yeah.
It changes fucking
Leave the
everything.
5-star and then make it funny.
So any of that stuff, Warfighter, mine, I know that's a shameless plug. So Warfighter or Battle Pub or any of the ones that are putting their small businesses in there, it costs you fuck all to share their posts or go leave a review or whatever.
Just
It
go
takes
like it.
$0 to go
like
like their page, go do any. It costs you no fucking money. If you have friends or whatever that have small businesses and you're like, well, they don't really sell anything I give a fuck about. there is some $0 influence you can have on their business that, to be honest with you, in the long run is worth more than just, I bought this one fucking thing and then I never did anything else. The reviews are longer lasting. The likes are longer lasting. So if you want to go support all that small business stuff that our fans are putting out there, go chase their shit down and leave them some love.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So anyways, now I will raise my glass.
Oh, okay.
And fucking say it.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys. 3 little things. Not hard to do. Words to live by, if you will. John?
Smoke on.
Scott?
Ooh, drink on.
And goddamn it, boys.
Freedom
to
to
fuck
fuck
on. Later.